In July 2026, Marvel Studios and Sony Pictures releasing execute one of the most critical structural resets in modern superhero cinema. For years after Spider-Man, No Way Home earned $1.9 billion worldwide and wiped Peter Parker's identity from human memory, Spider-Man. Brand New Day arrives in theaters with a $225 million budget and a definitive goal: strip away the multiverse gimmicks and return the character to grounded, street-level heroism. Directed by Destin Daniel Cretton and written by Chris McKenna, Eric Summers, and Justin Kuritzkes, this 145-minute epic positions Tom Holland's Peter Parker right between the events of Avengers, Doomsday, and Avengers, Secret Wars. The story of Brand New Day picks up 4 years after Doctor Strange's memory spell. Living alone in a small Manhattan apartment, Peter Parker has severed all personal ties to protect his former loved ones. Director Destin Daniel Cretton notes that Peter is dedicating his entire existence to being Spider-Man. However, absolute selflessness demands a severe physical toll. The continuous strain of unassisted crime fighting, combined with psychological isolation, triggers an aggressive biological evolution. His eyes turn completely black during violent combat, adrenaline spikes. His reflexes sharpen, and his body stops relying on mechanical web shooters, evolving organic webbing directly from his wrists. This physical breakdown adapts Marvel's The Other storyline, where Peter's human identity erodes, forcing his spider biology to take control. Rather than facing a standard mob boss, Spider-Man confronts a threat no one can see. Plot breakdowns confirm a primary antagonist inspired by comic villains Carrion, Onisoria, and Kindred. This entity possesses the ability to hop between human hosts, controlling civilians, officers, and villains like puppets. In one high-stakes sequence, the entity controls a civilian to drive a military tank into a prison, breaking out Mac Gargan, the Scorpion. While the public cannot see the threat, Peter Parker's mutated spider sense detects its presence. However, because the parasite can possess anyone, every civilian encounter becomes an unpredictable conflict. To handle this urban crisis, the narrative introduces major Marvel Universe figures. John Bernthal reprises his role as Frank Castle, operating out of an industrial barge called the Golden Girl. Castle's lethal tactics create an immediate clash with Spider-Man's moral code. Simultaneously, Bruce Banner enters the conflict as the villain's energy pulses trigger city-wide disruptions. Meanwhile, at MIT, Ned Leeds develops a mobile software application called Spidey Tracker. Believing he simply wants to thank Spider-Man for past high school rescues, Ned is subconsciously hunting his forgotten best friend, while MJ moves on with a new partner. By anchoring Peter Parker in an intense street-level war, Spider-Man, Brand New Day serves as the emotional foundation for Phase 6. It proves that high-stakes superhero storytelling does not always depend on multiversal incursions. Featuring practical stunt work, body horror evolution, and deep comic lore, Tom Holland's fourth solo film crafts a definitive character arc leading directly into Avengers, Secret Wars.